Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. This is Maria Nairobi. For all the ones that's returning, thank you. And all my new babes, hey girl, hey. I'm coming back to you babes with a story time. Yes, I feel like I really like this story time so far, and it seems like you babes do as well. So before I get right into it, please make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you tell someone else, they mommy, they pappy, whoever you think should know about my channel. Please share it. Hit the subscribe button. Definitely hit the bell so you can stay alerted when I'm posting new content. And I have so much coming for you, babes. I know I've been gone for a little bit, but I'm back. So subscribe, hit the bell, like. I know you're going to like the story time. Definitely comment at the end what you think. And if you ever had somebody try to come get you back at the weirdest place ever. So let's just get right into the story time. Boop. Hey babes, okay, so I wanted to do another story time for y'all. I already picked my concealer and did my eyebrows and attached my eyelashes off camera. And let's just get right into the story time. So this happened probably about over 10 years ago, because I was a freshman in college. It was my freshman fall semester of college. And I entered college dating a guy. We're gonna name him Brian. So I was dating Brian, like I believe we dated in my senior year of high school, and then it rolled over to college. So I'm dating him during college. We had like a troubled relationship, especially when I went away to college. He was going to community, so he stayed home. I went away to college. So it basically was just like, it turned into a long distance relationship. If you know anything about a long distance relationship, like, it can be difficult, and you have to be definitely secure. You have to be a secure person, and then you also have to be secure in your relationship. If you're not, it could be a mess. So that's basically like what it was. Like, he was very insecure. He didn't want me doing anything. It was a lot of questions. It was just like come on, bro. Like, it was a mess. And even outside of that, like before I even went to school, he was just doing stuff like, he'll put me on break, and then he'll be like going on like dates or like friend dates with other like women, and it was just like ridiculous. And that could just go on and on. About like just like how it just some stuff was real questionable, like in our relationship or whatever. So then a year before this story, I was at a club and I got a number from a guy. I never used it. I just tucked it. And when he was all messing all up and stuff, I'm like, I'm kind of over this. Like, all this, you put me on break, like, we not on break, like, you doing too much or whatever. So I text the guy, like a simple text. Like I said, I had it for a year, did not use it. And at this point, I'm just like, I'm going to use it. And we started like texting back and forth or whatever. He was about 5. I think he had me about like 5 or so years. So he had a car. He had a nice job or whatever. So I'm like, ooh. Ooh. So we started texting. And then like, I was just like, wait a minute. Like, so I got this guy over here that's like being nice to me. He got a car. He works. He's older than me. And then I got this other guy that is like cheating, breaking up with me when he feels like it, like just not, he's insecure or whatever. And just a disclaimer, like, we were really young, so the insecure thing, like, it's adults that has trouble with long distance relationships. So just to be fair, like, it's not an easy thing. Like, even as an adult, like, it's difficult. So let me just say that. So anyway, I was just like, no, I'm gonna be done with I'm gonna be done with him, and I'm gonna name the new guy. I'm gonna name the new guy Kevin. So I'm gonna talk to Kevin, because Brian, like, he ain't it. Like, he causing too much issues. I want to enjoy college. Like, I don't want to have to argue all the time. I don't want to have to think that he's cheating on me or something like that. Whatever. So so I break up with him. I said, like, this is not working out. Excuse my edges. I'm gonna fix them. This is not working out or whatever, and I just want to call it quits. That's just what I told him. So of course he doesn't want to break up with me or whatever, but I broke up with him. So I used to come home a lot. Like, where the school was, it was like in the boonies, and I'm a city girl. We used to come home often, and this particular weekend I came home and we wanted to go to the club. So I go to the club. Mind you, I'm not in contact with Brian. Like, when I say we were over, I meant it. So I'm at the club, we jigging, beat bopping. We wasn't beat bopping. Maria, you wasn't beat bopping. Well, we jigging or whatever. And he walks up on me. But the funny thing about it is, when he walks up on me, it's like you would think like it's a superstar and he got his entourage, like his one person entourage with him, because he walks up on me like, and then his friend like this or whatever, and I'm just like what? Like, it was almost as if like, oh yeah, I caught you. Like, okay. So then he goes on, and this lasts like 20 minutes. He wants to talk to me. Mind you, we're in the club. Who's having a heart-to-heart resurrection, in the club, bro? I can't hear you. I don't want to hear you. And this is not the time or place. And he's just like holding me, like holding my arm, like, no, we gotta talk. And I'm like, no, we're not talking. Like, we could talk maybe later, but we're not talking right now. I'm here to have fun. I said what I said, and we're not doing this. And that's just it. A fight breaks out. I can't make this stuff up, y'all. A whole rumble, not between us. A whole rumble breaks out or whatever. And of course the fight is right in front of me. So mind you, my girlfriend is on this side, he's on this side, and the fight is like right here. I'm 5'2", about $120 back then, and literally I'm getting squished like onto the wall. So I'm like, at this point, like, it's funny now, but at this point I'm just like, yo, like, I feel like I'm being like about to be trampled. Like, I gotta get out of this. I'm on safety mode, like fight or fight mode. And like somehow I kind of like squeeze out of it, because they tussling, boom, like they getting it in. So I'm like, I gotta get, obviously I gotta get out of this. So I like somehow I get away, but I'm kind of happy because I want to get away from him anyway. Like, bro, like, I don't want to talk to you. And I don't know, like, it was just real different. Like, I don't know what he was on, like, or he was just a lot of emotion, just very, very upset with me. So I'm like, we get outside, and then he finds me again. So I'm like, come on. And then this part of the story probably goes on for like 30 minutes. So I'm like, dog, like, I don't want to talk. Like, it's done. Like, you already ruined my night. Like, it's done. Leave me alone. He wants my phone. I want your phone. I'm like, no. Like, what do you want my phone for? Do you pay my bill? Do you want to call your mom? Like, are you stranded somewhere? Like, what's up? Like, why do you need to use my phone? So he like, no, gave my phone or whatever. My lace is lifting. He wants to have my phone, and I'm like, no, like, I'm not giving you my phone or whatever. So then we start to tussle over the phone. This goes on probably for like a good 5 minutes. I mean, like, we tussling, like, no, and you like ripping it away. Dramatic. Mind you, outside the club, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning now. A mess. He gets it from me, and he's trying to go through it. So I'm short, so like he has it in the air like if I was a kid, and I'm like jumping up trying to like get it or whatever. This is crazy. And he starts going through it, and he finds text messages and pictures between me and Kevin. So he flips. Like, he is mad, y'all. He is so pissed. I gotta put my setting spray. Oh, I forgot to put my finishing powder. Alright, whatever. It's just gonna have to work. So he flips out. He's super duper duper mad. I mean, little baby, like, let me cry myself home, like, mad or whatever. And I think, like, the initial thing I said, it ain't no pictures in here. I don't know why I lied, because it was. And it wasn't anything of me or whatever. It was Kevin. And he's mad. Like, you got pictures of him in your phone? Da da da. And I'm like, at first I was just like more like kind of like not apologetic, but like, oh no, like no, sorry. And then I'm like, wait a minute, no, this is my phone. We're not together. And if I want to text somebody and they send me pictures, they're just gonna send me pictures. Like, that's that. Like, I don't even know why you're like, what are we even talking about right now? What are we really talking about? So he's like, he's going off at this point. So I'm like, I tell my girlfriend, go get the car. Mind you, I'm gonna text my girlfriend like, yo, why you ain't do nothing? She just stood there. But honestly, the type of friend that she is, I wouldn't expect anything more or less. Like, she just wasn't. Now it would have been a totally different situation, but back then, like, she just wasn't. She was real timid or whatever. Like, she wasn't gonna be jumping in it. If it was like anybody else, we would have been rumbling, boy, like hold them like that. But she wasn't that type, so whatever. She went to go get the car or whatever, and one of these eyelashes drive me crazy. She went to go get the car, and then his friend pull up with the car, and I'm like, I'm about to call the cops. Like, I told my girlfriend, call the cops or whatever. So when I said that, he jumped in the car with his friend, and then he like but he threw my phone so freaking far. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm in college. Like, I don't have no money. I think I was working a job that made $6 an hour. Like, I didn't have no money, and I only did like probably like 5 hours a week. Like, bro, like, it wasn't nothing. Like, how I'm gonna replace my phone? So he's cursing me out, like going in on me before he pulled off with his friend or whatever. And his friend was real cute too. I was like, where was you at? Like, when you was cute. But anyway, I don't talk to friends. I'm just saying, if I would have been home first. But anyway, he cursing me out, you know, saying everything under the sun because he's mad. And they pull off. So now I'm like, I want to go get my phone because, like, maybe it's not really broke. Like, maybe I can save it. Like, so you know what I did? I hopped the gate. I had to, y'all. I hopped the gate. I was out there. I had to do what I had to do. And just to make the story, I guess, a good story, it wasn't broke. It was not broke. Like, if y'all remember back in the day, like, those phones was, like, can take a lot. Like, those phones could take a beating. So, when I went and got it, it wasn't broke. It wasn't broke. I could still use it. I was so happy. Like, thank God. Like, I don't know where I was going to get no phone to get money to get a new phone or whatever. So, then, of course, I called, I think I called my brothers. And then I called Kevin. And mind you, Kevin was supposed to meet me out that night. Like, it was more like, oh, you going to the club? What club you going to? All right, I'm going to slide up on you. But he went to another club. Like, it was 2 main clubs at that time. And, not main clubs, but, like, ones that, like, a lot of people went to at that time in Philly. He was at the other one. So, of course, I called him. Like, he's mad. Like, yo, like, if I was there, this would have happened and that would have happened. Like, why would he be doing all that? Like, boy, weird, blah, 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 blah. And to this day, like, they don't, like, well, Brian don't like Kevin. Like, he randomly texted me, like, years later and was like, yo, Bull really don't look better than me. Like, bro. But anyway, just to fast forward, I think my mom ended up, I didn't press charges or anything like that. I did have like bruises on my arm though, like from just, I bruised easily, but it was so long of the time that he was just like holding me, so my skin was bruised. And my mom contacted like his mom, because when Brian and I was in a relationship, like me and his mom was like really close. Like to this day, like that's still if I seen her, like, oh my gosh, like, hey. And she adored me, like she really liked me or whatever. And my mom ended up contacting his mom or whatever about what happened, and of course she was like really disappointed in him. I don't know like what happened other than that. I just kept my distance and he kept his. And with Kevin and I are really good friends now. We didn't work like in a relationship. We tried it, but we're like really good friends now. Well, we've been really good friends for over 10 years, so which is funny. And then actually me and, I'm trying to remember my fake names, me and Brian is actually cordial too. Like I actually seen him like a month ago, and he was like, hey, what's up? And I was like, what's up or whatever. And then like every now and again, like he'll respond to like my DM or something. And I don't have anything against him. Again, like I feel like we were just young. Like we were young and we make dumb mistakes. He still was super duper wrong. He ain't had to ride up on me like that at the club. He ain't had to do that. He ain't had to go through my phone or throw it. Like, what you mad for, bro? You did this. Guys always want to act crazy when you did this to yourself. What you think? You see, so you thought nobody was going to want to talk to me? You thought I was going to put up with your stuff? We not doing that, baby. I was on to the next. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop. But that's basically all of my story time. How he rolled up on me in the club. How I'm hopping gates. But mind you, I was a tomboy, so it wasn't that hard. I just had to take the heels off. But yeah, I'm so happy, like, dating guys like that, and that stage of my life is over. But that's all I have for you, babes. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you all for the support. I adore y'all. I know I had to take, I think it's been about 2.5 weeks off of YouTube. A lot has been happening in my personal life, but all the ones that's keeping up with me, all my new babes, like I appreciate that. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it. I have so much coming to you guys. I've been filming so I can stack it up on y'all. So definitely hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment. Like, have y'all got some crazy stories? People riding up on y'all trying to get y'all back? And also hit the bell so you can stay connected. Definitely hit that like button again so the algorithm can know, like, this is a video, this is an influencer that needs to be put out there. So thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good one. Bye, babes.